Hey everyone, it's Moni here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'll be coming at you today with a delicious, healthy treat. It's a granola clusters type thing, and you just store them in a little airtight jar. And look at that, how awesome are they? Filled with all healthy ingredients. So we'll get started. So in this bowl here, I have 1 cup of peanuts, 1 cup of almonds, which I've just chopped in the food processor. I like to leave them a little bit chunky. So that's those. And then in we go with 1.5 cups of rolled oats. Just quickly measure those out. That's 1.5, so straight in there with those. This is a very simple, quick, easy recipe to put together. So just give those a bit of a mix around. And then we go in with, this recipe calls for 1/4 cup of shredded coconut, but I'm fresh out of that, so I'm just using desiccated coconut. I'm just trying to find my 1/4 cup. Don't know, oh, it's got something else in it. And then I'll put that in a sec. So then we've got 1/4 cup of my chocolate powder, which is very similar to cocoa or cacao powder, but it's got added benefits of branched chain amino acids and things like that in it. So I use this in all my healthy treats and smoothies, shakes, pancakes, you name it. I will pop the link for this in the comments below. And so just in with 1/4 cup of that, and then we will grab a clean spoon. And as I said, it calls for shredded coconut, but I ran out of that, so this will be fine anyway. So just 1/4 cup of that, and then give that a bit of a mix together. This isn't a very overly sweet granola, which I'm not a big sweet tooth, but even my fussy husband, he isn't a real sweet tooth either, but he absolutely loves these, and he doesn't normally like my healthy treats, but he loves this. And yeah, he's taken a few of these to work to snack on, and so I had to make another batch. Okay, so then that's all your dry ingredients. And then in a microwave safe bowl, I have some coconut oil. So I've just melted that down. And then in we go with 1/3 cup of rice malt syrup. You could use maple syrup or honey, but I like to use this. Just get all that sticky off. And then give that a little mix together. And then we pop in some vanilla extract. I'm a messy cook. Okay, so a teaspoon of vanilla extract goes in to the wet ingredients. Just put that in there. And then we need to put in 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Now, I don't use the store-bought jars. I like to make my own from scratch. So literally just with some unsalted peanuts, just into the food processor, which I've just done that, and plus it saves on waste as well. So literally you just ground them down until they sort of come into a bit of a paste. So that's so fresh, it smells amazing. So in with that. Whoopsie, that was supposed to go in with the wet ingredients, but it doesn't matter, it all gets mixed up anyway. So that's all mixed together. Just give that a bit more of a stir. So in with your wet ingredients. And I'm an absolute shocker for forgetting one ingredient whenever I make anything. So I'm just going to make sure I've got everything I need. Yep, by the look of it I have. So, okay, so then we just incorporate all the mixture together. Takes a little while, but it's so worth it. And before you even start, pop on your oven, preheat that to 140 degrees, and then just grab a baking tray and just line it with some baking paper or parchment paper, depending on which part of the world you're coming in from. So yeah, so just give this, so I might use a spoon, it might be easier. And basically you just press it down, press it down into the pan and let that cook for 25 to 30 minutes. And then when it comes out of the oven, you just break it all up. Once it's completely cooled, you just break it all up and put it into an airtight jar. And I have mine with just some yogurt, or even, you know, a few clusters with a nice cup of tea. Just really any old way. But they are a nice healthy little treat. And just keep mixing until that's all incorporated. Takes a little while, as I said, but it's yummy and it's worth it. I'm probably gonna have to make another batch because these ones, the last lot I made didn't go far at all. Okay, just grab my tray. Okay. All right, that's pretty much mixed through. So just straight onto a baking paper. Even that out a little bit. Hope you can see. I might just turn the camera down a little bit. Okay. So yeah, just press it all down so it's nice and even. I'll change over to this now. A bit easier. And then, as I say, into an oven for 25 to 30 minutes, just on 140, just so that it doesn't burn and you don't turn it or touch it. I know some other granola recipes you sort of have to turn every so often, but not with this particular one. You just let it do its thing, make it all the coconut oil, the maple, rice malt syrup and everything all sticks together and makes it all clumpy. And yeah, I'll be back to show you how it turns out. Okay. Hey guys, back again. So these granola clusters have been cooking now for about 25 to 30 minutes, and you'll see they're lovely and golden brown and nice and crispy. And I'll just move the camera down so you can see when I break them up how delicious they are. Hopefully you can see. I'll bring the camera. And they just break up into these lovely big clusters. So just with your hands, just break them all up. It's a bit hard to do on camera, but you can see what I mean. Just lovely big clusters. You can have them as small or big as you like. The more you break them up, but yeah, just into a airtight jar. And I have got a yummy cup of tea ready, and I'm just going to have a couple of these. And yeah, if anyone wants any more info about this yummy chocolate powder, I'll put the link below. And yeah, I'll be back with some more yummy, delicious, healthy recipes. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. I'd also really appreciate it if you could give me a like and a subscribe. That'd be fantastic. Thanks, guys. Bye.